You are the one that asked for this power. I
And I
oblige.
didn't want to misuse it. I've seen how you've hung on the balance of the good and the bad.
And yet I grow hungry. There have been moments where I thought that you would do the smart thing, but apparently you chose to do the right thing instead. And I understand that. You're new to this whole vampirism thing. But don't forget, we gave you that power. If you want to keep it, or keep your life, it'd be best to listen to our suggestions. Don't let me come to you this disappointed in you again.
I
Right?
understand.
You had a perfectly good cadaver in front of you. You chose to resurrect it.
My brother?
There have been many opportunities even before your brother.
I can't recall any.
There was there was one or two where you had to make like a wisdom saving throw to stop yourself from biting them after they were already dead.
But they were like non-humanoid, right?
They were humanoid.
Oh yeah, I did do that. Yeah, because I was afraid of what everybody would think about me.
Hmm. And he's kind of looking you over, going, "I grow hungry. This isn't about good. This isn't about evil. This is about me starving. What are you gonna do about it?"
I will feed where I can, I suppose. I don't think I'd be gnawing on trees for sustenance. I don't think that would help. But isn't it the
Treat.
the fighting, the strength of that as I grow, where you grow as well? Does it need to be flesh and blood?
For a short while, that was sufficient. But ever since you gained your vampiric powers, I've gotten more and more hungry.
Let me ask you something, Melkor. Have you traveled with living companions before?
Yes.
How
None of
did
them.
they perceive you?
There have been a few that cast me aside as soon as they figured out what I was. There were some that kept me along and perished. And there are some others that took the path you took and disappeared into the night.
I need my friends and my family. They're the ones that give me strength. Without them, I would be long dead. Even more dead.
I am the one that gives you the most strength. You chose this.
I did, but I think you'll agree there is a strength in numbers.
I think we are on two differing paths right now, and I think when the time comes, you will see why I've been around for so many years. You need strong to build up the weak. And right now, comparatively, you are weaker than I. So let me bolster you up. But in order to do that, I need feed, food.
Yes. Language is hard sometimes.
I need 2 feed. I
Two
need
feed.
food. Yeah.
I have an important question for you. One that's been gnawing at me, but I have not been able to. These meetings are chance with us. It's not all the time. Sometimes there's that distance that comes with us, which I think is natural. But is there a way for me to? I've noticed that the effects of healing, of a divine sense, are lacking. Is there a way that I could fortify myself more? Does
The
drinking poisons help? Will it have the opposite effect on the undead?
drinking poisons will. You are not undead yet.
Okay. They treat me as
Anything-
if I'm the undead.
Oh, you are technically more undead than them. The effects of divine intervention on you have been quelled minutely, but still to the point that it does take a burden on you. There's other ways that you can bolster yourself that those fangs of yours can bolster yourself in a pinch. There's potions, things of that nature.
Sorry, we got a link high five there.
Link high five.
Yeah. I think he's upset about going to bed.
Go to bed and I'll give you a high five.
Yeah. What could fortify me? Sorry.
The fangs themselves can fortify you.
The gift, yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Derek's gift.
As you grow in your abilities, you'll be able to learn some new techniques that may be able to heal you. But, like I said, this is something you chose.
I won't take it lightly.
I hope you don't. And as he's backing up, he goes, you have a finite amount of time before I need to take a little control over for myself.
I have a finite amount of time? What do you mean?
And he doesn't answer. And you wake up in a cold sweat.
Okay.
And we can go back in.
But that's why the octopus got lost.
What?
Oh,
So many dead walruses in that story. That's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
That's
Oh, welcome back, everybody.
As you
Welcome
guys
back.
are talking about octopuses and walruses, and apparently you guys
Octopuses.
are winning a bunch of cash.
So, question.
Yeah.
They're always
Octopuses,
asleep, right?
it's greeny.
Neural,
Skip.
Neural started nodding off.
Very good. Carry on.
Okay. What did you do to him?
Nothing.
Neural, what exact conversation do you remember?
Neural kind of wakes up. He's like, huh?
I had some
But,
weird dreams.
Right beforehand, Roy kind of gasps for air and wakes up in a cold sweat.
Whoa. You alright, bud?
I think I'll be okay. I just
Great.
need a little.
Ready to set out then?
Just to maybe just freshen up a little bit. I'll just like splash some lukewarm water on my face. So refreshing.
Oh, gross.
You look better.
Thanks. Rough night. In the stream here, are there there's like fish and stuff?
There's more like fairies and sprites than fish.
Okay.
There's not really a whole lot of fauna At least in this particular stream or lake.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll, I mean, if you guys are ready. I did want to see what's down here in the south where, Hector found this stone. Is there anything there that we could check out before we head out?
Hector found it way south of here, not like
Oh, I thought it was like, the next ditty
the
down
30
here.
feet away.
Yeah. Well then, never mind.
Are we? Is it still nighttime? Are we still like in camp, sort of?
If there was anything that you guys wanted to do before you guys bunk down, we can do it. Otherwise, we can continue on as if it's the new day.
So I did want to say something to all of you guys that Biori let me in on. It seems that the ruler of Thelagos, the guy, I don't have to tell you guys, he might be listening. He seems to have been the force behind Nor's deterioration and fall from grace, so to say. So, I don't know if there's anything else we can do to investigate that, but I think it would be good for all of us to see if we can find out more about that. If we can, if not, we might just want to head on over to Eden and see what we can figure out from there.
You make a good point, Azazel. There's a lot of power in a name, and if you don't know it, and then Dewey looks at Hector, and if he doesn't know it, then the only ones whose mind we could pull it out of is up in a magical castle.
Yeah. And he's in a jail cell, so it's not really like, we have too much to fear by, inquisiting him one more time. Inquisitioning him?
Inquisiting?
Inquiring of knowledge from him?
Speaking to
him. See, Roy, you've always got the right things to say.
I am full of inquisition. It's practically brimming.
And I look over at Neural and I'm like, did you get that down? That's a word that's a vocab word.
How do I spell? Not how does Neural spell regularly. How does Neural spell that?
Well, lucky for you, I don't know how to spell it. So
Here, Neural, I could jot it down for you. I'll write it down. I could write it in Draconic for you also.
That would be fantastic.
I'll write down some nonsensical Draconic, like swears.
Neural, one day, just for you, we'll create a book with the correct diction for every word. And I'll give you that book.
Does Neural want a book of phallic-looking things in...
Neural, that's not. It's how to correctly say and spell words.
Oh,
that was so good.
Neural misunderstood.
I'm not gonna make you that book. But that one might sell if you make it.
That's true.
Certain people.
Words you speak the way that they sound when you speak them?
Does that mean
Do we?
words?
No, it's just
Like
it's
spoken words? Written.
Yes, spoken.
So like
words,
using
but
your
written.
air from your mouth and lips to write, and the diction form of that.
Yes.
The
it's gonna
airy
be-
forms of diction.
Where I'm gonna break it apart into partitions to be named later.
I have
And
the
it's gonna be that and then that.
perfect name for this book. the erudiction.
Ooh. I like that, you know. Aetheria,
it's-
it's very representative
It's
of our
airy,
language.
yeah, exactly.
Before I went to bed, I used the rest of my spell slots to cast sendings to Bryce twice. Just like,
Can
one
you send
as-
out of the plane?
Can I? Yeah, I should do
That's
that.
awesome.
I think, right? Maybe not.
Yep, you can send a message across any distance or even to other planes.
There's a 5%
Alright.
chance the message doesn't arrive. Do you want me to roll D100s?
Uh,
I guess I
Yes.
wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. If
no,
they
you,
arrived.
no, you would know how the spell works. So yeah, go.
So,
Oh, you want me to do it? I can hide it.
Oh, you can if you want. Yeah.
So like a 1 to 5 doesn't go?
Just want to see that I wrote it right. Did you see that?
I
No.
didn't.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'm like, it's the middle of the night, and I'm like, Bryce, what do you know about fellow ghosts, vampirism, and Judge Dredd?
He goes, the first two, nothing. Judge Dredd is the leader of Eden at this point. And then it cuts off.
I call back, Bryce, don't hang up on me. Let's see things. Hold on. Oh damn!
Just don't you
I
dare
just
hang up on me.
I'm like, there was something I should have reminded you. And then it cancels out, so it's just like a stuttering message.
He goes, yeah, Judge Dredd came to power probably a couple months back. I haven't heard much good news about Eden since he took over, and then it cuts out.
I don't call him back. I'm content.
Okay.
Carl Urban, Netflix, Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You guys wake up, and
Check.
does anybody want to do anything before you make your way back to Borealis?
I'd like to check on Hector and see if he's like alive. Is he like
Well,
looking
he's
okay?
alive. He's looking at like his stomach where he got slashed, and he's just like, I could make the walk, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be of much help if something happens. Ugh,
I mean, maybe we
it'll
could
hurt a little bit.
bandage it up or something.
And I'll take some bandages, sure. It
Wrap
hurts
it a little.
Yeah, it hurts to lift.
Keep
up
those
my
ribs
sword.
in.
Yeah, this one's kind of sticking out a little bit, you know, and it's just like wow,
Doesn't
you
look
know?
good, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just ah. And it's-
If we have any, I don't know, like bandage or cloth or
Yep, you can
Tighten it.
cloth him up and
Cool.
make sure that it's all nice and taut. So
Taut.
it's not going anywhere.
Taut,
And,
tauten him up.
the scouts lead you back to Borealis. It takes probably about half the day or so.
Thanks, Roger.
Is that?
Thanks, Roger.
Actually, my name's Over.
No.
No, Roger was back at the beginning over there. I'm Over. Over there's Oscar. That's Mike.
Dude, he's mad. He's like, she said they'd all have the same name.
Sorry. We'll let Roger know, alright? That's a different guy than Roger.
I'm done with you. Over.
Thanks. You remember my name. And you guys make it over to Borealis. During so.
Hey, we're back in Borealis.
Whoop. As you guys enter, here, let me grab all of yous.
Man, it was nice not to have fairies on the way back. It was so beautiful, everything. The trees, the sky, the foliage. You really appreciate a place like this sometimes.
Yeah, it's a nice departure from trees throwing rocks at us. plants taking
Did you-
over Dragon Brothers.
Meryl looks over and he goes, "Yeah, the trees in this town are just full of people and dead.
What?
What?
Yeah, I
They're
look
dead
over
trees.
at Neural and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, the trees, not the
The
people.
trees are dead. Trees are dead, not the people."
Well, there's some
Neural-
people in the. There's a graveyard here, right?
Sort of. The graveyard is mostly at that that waterfall. Not in the actual town.
Yes, it is. I'm combining them. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought that. Well, we need another person to. If we go to the bar again, we need another person to pad out our teams 4v4.
As you guys start
Hey, look,
walking
another
down,
person.
Meryl comes over and she goes, "I received news that your brother is okay," and he kind of leans over to the side and he's just like, yeah, that's me." And she goes, I'm very glad and a little sad at the same time because I'm assuming that means that you boys are leaving."
Talking to you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a group decision. I also wouldn't say that my brother is okay, too. He's got some pretty serious
No.
injuries.
and of course, if he needs to rest,
So do
by
we, I
all means-
think, too.
Um,
Look at
I
Dewey. He's
do-
got a rock still, and I'll just pick out a little, like, pebble
His
that's,
hair.
like, been in your eyebrow here. Embedded.
I feel much better now.
Yeah. Can't believe I didn't notice that
Snow-
before.
Snow kind of comes over and she goes, I do have a little bit of breaking news. Somebody has requested your presence, all of you, to speak with him. My brother."
Oh, what a shock.
I don't
Well,
know what that
how-
means. Maybe.
How was the tone?
He seemed serious.
Was he himself when he requested this, or was he distant?
He's been not himself for a long time. I don't know which one is him anymore, to be honest. But at least that's what Kinsey said upstairs.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having another conversation with Nor.
I think we might want to prepare ourselves for if things go sideways.
Agreed.
Should I lead you over there?
What do you think,
Guys,
Dewey?
I think I have a spell that will help us keep our minds about us. You know, this guy's nothing but a little bit of theater. He's trying to get in your heads, but maybe I can cast the thing that I cast when we were going down to see that sea slug. You remember, had this disruptive pulse that affected the minds of everybody about us. If Nora were to do anything, based on what I know of him, I think that's what he'd do. So, I think before we go up, we get in a little circle, and I'll cast it. But actually, I'll wait until we go, because it's only one.
Yeah, let's wait just a minute.
Okay.
Whoops.
So, if I could just say something, I've been thinking a lot about having a conversation with Nor and how he wanted to talk to us all together. I think if we're going to talk to him, I think the mistake we made the first time we spoke to him was we all initiated our conversations. I think we should let him talk. and let him say whatever he has to say before we engage with him.
I can abide by that.
I don't know if I initiated last time.
Well, I definitely.
I know I did.
It was awful.
I think we would have just sat there for a long time. I'm not sure if he said something first. There's always nonverbal communication going on in situations like that. People trying to act like they're not interested or act like they are interested or wait for something, wait for you to talk. We can go in and do that. But if he's asking for us, then let's let him ask the question. We're just going up there to see. It would make a beacon of hope not as effective the longer we have to wait. So I'm feeling pretty wise today. I know somebody else had around. But if you get in a place where you're starting to feel a little bit jumpy, come to me, and I'm preparing I've prepared a special spell for you, calm emotions. So just make your way to me, and I'll cast it on you and right your wrong.
Is there anything that you boys need to do before I bring you up? And Hector kind of looks over and he goes, actually, yeah. And he looks over at Roy. I'm in no shape to go up and try to interrogate somebody. I'm hurting way too much. I think I might have to sit this one out.
I was gonna ask if you would be up for it, but I would feel comfortable if you were at least in the area near us.
Snow looks over. She goes, he can stay at Fantasia's pub. I can set up a room for him in case he needs to rest. It was a long trek back. He goes, I think I would like that, honestly. Just a place where I can rest up a little bit more. I'm not used to getting slashed up like this.
Neural, do you want to talk to some boring wizard? He does. I'm gonna try to get him not to.
Do boring wizards have information?
Probably not, Neural. It's probably just going to be a really dull conversation.
Make
He's gonna
persuasion
try.
check. Okay.
I mean, he was pretty passionate about it last time.
He goes, well, if you don't think that Neural will learn anything from him, Neural can sit this one out. Neural can sit with Hector, and Hector's like, oh god, no.
Neural,
I would
have a special
welcome.
mission.
I was gonna say, so, like, I would welcome Neural at least being able to keep an eye on Hector and make sure he's okay. Tend to any wounds.
It's a profound idea.
Neural is a great nurse. And you see Hector just go, oh god, no. But he goes, okay, we can go over to the pub and he can watch over me. That's fine. And Snow goes, I will escort you as soon as they're on their way. Gentlemen, anything else?
Yeah. Snow, I had one question, and you know, I probably should consult everybody about this before asking, but could you come in with us when we talk to your brother?
If he sees me, he's not going to give you the best answers. He might even shut down completely. He asked specifically for you boys. I don't want to do anything that can set him off anymore.
All right. Sorry, what were you going to say, Henry?
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have a question for you. Being that, you know, this could potentially get dangerous for us, I wonder if you wouldn't come with us to the magic shop and persuade this gentleman to equip us for anything that might happen.
Well, I'm sure that I can give a little bit of leeway, but as I said before,
No. He looks up to you very much.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
He, I would pay you handsomely for getting the information that we seek. I don't know if he's keen on giving out loans beforehand. I mean, he is running a business.
I have something he's probably interested in. Maybe we can just work out a barter kind of deal.
We can go check. And Meryl goes, "Come on, Hector. We are going to the bar." Hector's like, "Okay." They ship off.
Azazel looks at Henrik and gives like a huge, like very conspicuous wink, wink, and looks over at Dewey and goes, "Wink, wink."
Is that the signal?
Is what the signal? And then I blink, blink.
Some of you
Alright.
have never been a thief or an assassin before, and it shows. Just throwing that out there.
Or Heinrich, you give the signal when you give it.
I'm lost. No one gave me a signal.
Roy, do you have do you have all your spells ready today?
Yeah, I do.
Because when we're up there with Nor, I'm gonna need you to have your banishment in case things go south and we need to get out of there.
Okay. On him or on us?
You know, I'm not sure yet, Roy.
All
We'll
right.
see what happens.
Well, if we banish ourselves, my brother and Neural will be here.
Forever.
I don't like
Don't
that.
Nurl's people eventually find their way back? They'd just be here for a year.
I wouldn't wish that on my brother.
Whoops.
He'd have good company.
I mean, all
Oh,
things. Oh,
goodness.
this isn't the worst place to hang out for a while.
That's true. That's true.
It might get a little sour if we all left them, though. Anyway, it's at the ready.
Any more sour than he was last night, or no?
I don't know. I fell asleep. My night was pretty sour, personally.
What happened?
Let's just say it was a rough night. Bad dreams.
Open your mouth.
What?
Roy, we talked about this.
Ah.
I look at his fangs. Is there anything different?
No.
Okay.
Open your mouth. Whoa, you're not gonna take me to dinner first or anything? Jeez, dude.
Anyway, we're at the store.
Yep, you make your way over to Jingle Fluff's Tinkerers.
Jingle all
As
the
you
way.
kind of open the door, you see the little bell that's on the top of it kind of shoot back into the office, and it goes pew, and he goes, all right. And he kind of swings open the little tiny, like the smallest little tapestry that's in front of his office door, and he goes, yeah, what can I? Oh, it's you boys.
Oh.
Good,
You're
in the front?
fantastic.
Why are you in the front of the store today?
No, I was in the back. I got the bell ringing that you were here, so I came out.
Okay.
Anyway, Snow, good to see you. It's fucking great to see you, actually. I needed to talk to you about something anyway. And she goes, they were looking to purchase some valuables.
Purchase is a strong word.
They were looking to get loaned some things. And he goes, you do know I'm running a fucking business here, right? Like, I need money in order to, eat. I don't eat much, but I do need money.
Wait, is that your concern? You just need food?
I
I
mean,
can
good
make
tasting
food.
food. I need spices. I need to clothe myself. I can't just be running around naked like those other guys in the forest.
Oh, speaking of, listen, I'm willing to give you this wand here. I think you really enjoyed it last time.
The wand only lasted for like a minute.
Yeah, and if it's yours,
I'm-
it can be an infinite number of minutes.
I am a.
Also, that
Oh,
sounds like your
lover?
problem.
Are you calling me impotent?
No. Especially not with the wand.
Well, no, I get that with the wand. I mean, I could trade that for something. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I mean, I'll buy it off of you if that's what you really want. You
No,
want
we
what-
just need some of your fun stuff here.
I'm not gonna give you my best things over a rod that gives me a boner. Just to let you know.
Are you sure?
I
This
mean-
rod's doing some heavy lifting, I gotta tell you.
Please don't talk to me about heavy lifting. All right, let's see what I got left.
Azazel like goes to Neural and he just whispers to him.
Neural's in the bar.
Neural's
Neural's at
gone.
the bar.
Oh, he's gone. Damn it. Well, I'll tell you what. I feel like I should definitely tell you what Azazel would have whispered to Neural if he was here, and that is when somebody that small uses the word impotent, you have to put a hyphen between the IMP and then the rest of the word. Get it? Because it's
Impotent.
impotent.
So in reality, what happens is Zazzle looks back and for the first time feels Neural's absence. It's like, oh,
It's like you look and there's like a chalk outline in the air where
Yeah.
Neural would be.
It's like blinking in like the anime style before it disappears. You're
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
A single tear like
Mhm.
wells up in my eye, and I'm like, soon.
dude.
He goes, or Pinecone looks over. He goes, "Well, you guys only bought one thing of mine last time you were here. I do have 2 different shields. I have a staff, and I have 2 different cloaks. Is there anything in particular that you were looking for?"
All of them?
Oh, you're serious? Here, let me laugh
Wait.
harder. Oh man, oh, you guys are fucking funny. For a fucking rod? You gotta be joking me. I didn't mean to do that one from Billy Kay. That was great. You gotta be joking me. He goes, "Look, that rod is phenomenal. Not as phenomenal as all of these prices that I'm giving you for all of this stuff. You got Staff of Frost, you got a Shield of Retribution, a Sentinel Shield, a Cloak of the Protector, Cloak of the Arachnida. This is all great shit. Not anything that really needs a trade 1-to-1. Actually, this is a trade of 5-to-1 for a rod.
Wait, hold on. I also have this really cool trident also.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
But
Let me-
Leandros,
No.
my friend.
kind of takes a look at it and he goes, "Okay, I could take this spear and the wand over there for 2,000 gold of store credit."
Boys, what do you say?
Never take the first offer.
Good plan. No.
Store credit. Store credit only works here. Leandros died for us.
Okay.
Do I need to tell you the legend of this trident?
If I say no, are you going to tell it to me anyway?
Probably, yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
Roy, please. I would love for you to tell the story of this trident.
Well, as I'm hunched over in this very tiny shop, I'll recall the life and and death of
Life and
Leandros.
And
Yeah, the life and times.
Azazel's like, no. You should let me tell the story of this wonderful, amazing, history-filled trident.
You can tell it. I'm getting a little choked up just thinking about the guy. I miss that fish man.
So this trident is not just any ordinary trident. You know, it belonged to a friend of ours, but before it belonged to him, it belonged to the greatest known mer person ever.
What the heck is a mer person?
Ah, see, you've never been to our, realm. So there's a place. Let's say, have you ever heard of Atlantis?
Does it look like I've heard of Atlantis?
Great. So Atlantis was probably one of the greatest cities under the sea that anybody could have ever imagined. This is from a place 10 times better than that. And it was wielded by the hero of this even greater city called Great Atlantis. And his
I thought it was
name
called Atlantic City.
It was called Atlantic City. You're right. I was wrong. And it was owned by the hero Leandros. Leandros's great ancestor. And people worship the guy kind of as a demigod. So this isn't just a great, trident or whatever. This is a piece of history. This is a collector's item. You could get a lot more money than you would imagine for an item like this. Probably like I don't know, maybe like 3,000 gold.
It's like flying and snoring at the same time. Oh, God. I'm sorry. You were just really rambling there. Look, all right. 2,100. It's the best I'll do. Store credit for both items.
And I'm like, see, guys, I did some good.
Wow. All right. Well, listen. We have a conversation that we're gonna go have, and you might never see us again. So I just want that to weigh on your conscience a little bit. So you have a great day, okay?
I'm a businessman, not your friend. First of all, but that's okay. I'm sure some other hunters or huntresses will be able to make this stuff count.
Where is the stuff? Where are his goods and his wares? Where are they?
Oh no.
Not this again.
They are in these like glass chests that are sitting on the sides of the wall as well as in front of him in the front desk.
So it's like a jewelry shop
Sort
kind
of,
setup? Okay.
How strong does the glass look?
I mean, they're very puny chests. When Roy bought his new halberd, it was only like the size of half of his forearm, and then when he attuned to it, it expanded to his size.
No,
So everything's
glass.
Yeah, everything's tiny.
Yeah, so everything's tiny here.
The glass is tiny.
Yeah.
The display is tiny.
Mhm.
Oh.
Tiny, like it fits in a pocket.
Possible.
Hey, Louis, you want to try working this guy or what?
I think we should go talk to Nor, but we'll think about it.
Actually, no, I'm gonna try one thing first, and then we can go talk. Hmm. We're gonna use panache on this guy.
Ashe.
That's a charisma check against your insight. It's my persuasion against your insight.
Okay. All right, and okay. So it regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
Listen,
Well done.
we really need some help before we go talk to this guy.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything you could do for us?
All right. Here's what I'll do. You got to leave something here for me as collateral. I do run a business. I just want to make sure I get my stuff back.
I understand. I understand. No
You leave
problem.
both of those things to me. I'll let you loan out one of these things. How's that?
Pull up. What do you think?
What were you looking for, Heinrich?
Oh,
I will bring them up for everybody again.
you do know, like,
Spider cloak. Spider cloak.
I've always kind of wanted it to be a spider, but I don't want to get greedy here. So if there's anything that catches anyone's eye, just let me know.
Well, you know, if we're doing this for the purpose of talking to Nor to get something mind altering.
You guys see the cloak of the protector?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff is actually all in my handout/items in the inventory.
Oh yeah, it is in all players. So yeah.
Okay. It's the
Staff.
2 cloaks, the 2 shields, and what?
And the staff of frost.
Well, the shield you have to
Two
attune.
shields. Oh,
Staff you have to
Sentinel
frost.
shield is advantage on wisdom or perception or
You
on
gotta
initiative
spend
rolls.
the time
And
to
is
do
it
it.
only perception checks or is it wisdom checks too? Okay.
No, just perception checks
Oh, I see.
and initiative rolls.
You gotta spend the time to attune to this stuff.
I mean, you could be a spider if that makes you feel cooler.
But then you gotta spend a long amount of time wearing it,
Yeah.
reflecting with it.
I don't think. Do we have enough time? What do you think?
To attune to stuff, it just takes an hour.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought it was a long rest.
Do I need to
Nope.
talk about attunement slots, or am I still fine?
Um,
Did I attune to
You have
Anthem?
3. Your anthem and is it the helmet that you're attuned to or no? Is that-
No, the helmet does not require attunement.
Okay.
I'm good. I mean, sure, I can be a spider.
We will strike fear.
Sounds
into his
good.
heart.
I will happily leave both of these items with you in exchange for the cloak of Arachnida.
Sure. I just make sure that I get it back, okay?
As long as I'm not dead. Sure.
I will attune to the nightingale since we're doing it. I'm just gonna toss it around. So-
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So you leave those
Slick,
2
did you want to
pieces-
give me that amulet thing
Spider-Man?
that we keep forgetting about? The phylactery of living?
Carry out a wound closure.
Didn't the Periath?
Well, that helped you. You should keep
Didn't
that.
just yeah. I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
never
didn't that
mind. To
just
keep
help
that.
me?
I never want that. It's you.
It's so funny.
Gonna forget about
Like,
that dang thing.
Prior to that specific battle, Azazel would have been like, "Yeah," and now Azazel's like,
No,
Oh.
keep it.
what,
I've got 2
what?"
hearts. It's fine.
While we're item swapping, Roy, do you feel attached to the Magicite?
No, I was just picking it up because it was there. You could hang on to it.
All right, I'm gonna hang on to the Magicite.
Did you fellas say magicite?
Oh, no, but
Didn't
I might
yet.
say it later.
If you found it, I can put it into any of your armor or equipment that you want.
That's
Takes a
pretty
steady hand
good.
to do it.
Could you tell us what this
That's
one
very-
does?
It's very friendly of you.
Sure.
Roy pulls out the magicite.
This one seems to be imbued with electrical power. So, here's what I can do. I can either make a magical weapon more magical. I can make magical armor more magical. Or I could make an unmagical piece of equipment that you have magical.
Can you define more?
Sure. This is imbued with electrical power. If you want your attacks to do more damage, I can imbue it with more electrical power. If you want your armor to not take as many hits, I can imbue it with some resistances to electrical power. Or if you want something brand new entirely, I can put it into something brand new.
I can't use this as a battery.
Unfortunately, no. What's a battery?
It's like a group of people.
I know a battering ram. I don't know a battery.
I scuff. I
You
give.
know, when you have a
I
group
give
of
Roy
people
a-
and you're fighting, you know, that's like assault and battery together. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's a combination of things.
I'll tell you what. You guys think on it. If you want to come back and use a magicite on something that you have, bring it to me.
You know, Heinrich, that might not be bad. We'll say this while we're walking back. You want to do more things? Anybody else want to do more things?
No, I'm good.
We'll walk back. You know, Heinrich, he hits something with a weapon every time. If it had electrical damage, that would be pretty nice.
Did think the iron wall would be fun to be hitting people with electric halberd strikes too.
Yeah, that's the next best thing I can think of. Heinrich uses. What do you think it'd work on a bow? You get electric arrows.
It would, but
Possible.
You know, I personally don't use the bow as much, so much now.
I see.
I got the fast feet, you know.
Got the fast feet. We'll think about it. It's one of you two guys for sure. I'll hand it back. I don't want this. I thought this was battery.
You never cast identify on it. You were just like, okay, that's good enough for me.
We know what it is.
Are we outside of the building right now?
Yeah.
Can I just climb up the side of the building real quick?
Sure.
No, you know what? I will
You
cast.
gotta attune to it, so you
Oh
gotta,
no!
you gotta wait.
I
now.
will cast identify while we're waiting.
Well, that doesn't mean you can't try to climb up the side of the building.
Like, and you fall.
Slides
Pull
down.
out the pearl.
And the owl feather.
And the alpha. No, I just a pearl. Oh yeah, and an alpha. Yeah, both.
Woo.
Both.
And a tune.
Is there anything about you I don't know?
Who?
And I sent. It's in your.
The magicite.
Oh, cool.
Magicite.
I thought it was a picture of a thunderstone for a second.
It evolves your Pikachu. Or your
Okay.
Eevee.
Okay. Let's go. He was right. He was right, Roy. You keep it in your bag.
Okay.
We'll take it to him if we want to use it. You guys want to go see the man upstairs after Heinrich becomes a spider?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Does he attune?
Yeah, at this point he can be attuned before you guys head up. And he, yeah, he
with
gets
great
used to it
power.
by climbing upside down stuff, and he's just like, "I'm Spider-Man."
I just test it real quick. Like, this is so cool.
Hop up and away, web.
Even when he's like holding on to it with one hand, it's still keeping him up, just hanging like this.
Nice.
Snow brings you over to the teleportation stone.
This is your last chance to get her number, Heinrich.
Good, thank you, sir.
Oh wait, you got a sending stone, don't you?
She doesn't, but yeah, sure.
All right. She goes, I don't know what's waiting for you up there, but again, I want to thank you for your time with all of this. And there will be a sweet reward if you're able to get this information out of him. I don't know what he's planning, but be vigilant.
All right. Who has the other filter of?
Me.
Okay.
How did you know I was just thinking about
Because
it?
I have one and I was thinking about using it, but
That's so funny.
As she starts lighting up the stones, she goes, "Good luck." And you feel a rush of light come from underneath you.
Holy moly.
And that's where we're going to stop for now.
oh,
Cool.
All right.
I'm excited.
Got a lot done.
Nor part 2. Nor
That was
lore.
definitely more a roleplay heavy. I had so I planned for it, but like I had specific questions that everybody was going to be asking everybody because I was like, you know what, I want them to speak for this one,
Nerve.
and that worked out well.
I feel bad insulting
agree.
Hector.
He could take it.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of information.
This
And a
is
lot of
definitely
like
a
different
watch
things
back.
too.
Yeah.
This is a watch back episode for sure. Gotta
Try to get as much info as you can.
get notes. Yeah.
Especially considering we're about to like talk to Nora again, so maybe like going back and like refreshing some of the stuff that we've already tried on him and whatnot.
Yeah.
I do have the Dewey Nor conversation.
That's the only one. Oh yeah, because we went into different rooms for it.
I was privy to that, so
Yeah, I don't know if I spoke first.
you were the last
No,
to
you-
speak.
I'll say mine was.
No, I meant when I walked in the room. I don't know if I let
Oh.
him initiate or if I initiated. I don't think I did because my plan was to not initiate. Sitting there, not talk for a long time.
Well, Nor says stuff, and then Dewey sits down and doesn't speak. So, Nor had the first
Oh, yeah.
words,
Yep. I remember that.
and you looked around the room for slime on the walls. I have it all,
Nice.
verbatim. If you want, Dean, do you want me to shoot it over to you?
No, that's okay. I got
Alright.
it too. It's
Okay.
just I am sitting on this computer, which does not have my notes.
Gotcha.
All right, boys. Thank you for another great session.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
thanks for
sir.
running. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm super tired.
Yeah,
Go to bed.
ditto.
Yeah.
Right.
So I am not here next Wednesday, Thursday, but I will be after.
That's fine. So the week of the 4th, either the 6th or the 7th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we think we want to do Wednesday or Thursday? What's better for everybody?
So I will
I'm-
say the
I'm good
6th
both,
I'm
so whatever.
Not available.
The 6th are not available? Okay, so we can do the 7th.
The 7th? Okay. D&D, 8 p.m.
July 7th.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
7th of July.
We'll go talk to Nora again. We'll think about our... We have all the plans. We have the 9-step plans that we could actually use this time.
We have the knowledge.
I don't know. I can't shake that I think he runs this place. But we'll see.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna write down on the cloak. On loan.
On loan. Temp cloak.
Oh no.
It's only collateral if you come back for it.
It's
Got like
through
a
a,
security tag on it and shit.
Yeah.
Says like property of
Pine cone jingle fluff.
Jingle fluff.
Yeah.
yeah. If you disappear somehow, then you traded a novelty item and a trident eater.
You know, I actually
Just
used
for
that
clip.
trident.
That trident helped us out.
Did you?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
helped us with
What did it do?
the
We're
dinosaurs.
getting chased. Well, yeah, we're getting chased by the dinosaurs, and I set up a
Oh,
wall of
the
water.
wall?
Yeah, the ice
that
wall.
was insane. Okay, that's very useful.
Or water wall, rather. It was
Anyway.
a big help.
Anyway, okay, good night, Greg.
Alright, good night, guys.
Good night, gang.
Good night, everybody. Good
Good
session.
night.
See you later. Thanks, everybody.
Let's go, Ray Justine. Good night, y'all.